welcome to Beyond Books. This is our June edition, and we welcome everybody to learn more about the Novi Public Library. My name is Laura Litticoat. I'm the new host of the Novi Public Library's Beyond Books program, and I'm also the new communications specialist at the Novi Public Library. Now today, to celebrate the sunshine and the warm weather, we're going to discuss 3 different topics highlighting the library's programs and services, especially to benefit our community this summer. We'll talk about an update for the construction of the new Novi Public Library building. We'll talk about the summer reading program and also low vision services available at the Novi Public Library. But first, I'm very pleased to introduce Julie Farkas. Julie is the director of the Novi Public Library, and she's going to be here to discuss, again, our new public library building. Welcome, Julie.
Hi, Laura. Thank you so much for giving me the time to sit down and talk with you today. First, before we talk about the construction of the building and what's happening with the new library, I wanted to welcome you, Laura, being on our staff and being a new addition to our library, and having a communication person is wonderful for us as we're coming on this new building, and we hope that you will work with us to get our word out as much as possible about what's happening with us and the new library and the new construction and all of our services and programs that we have.
I'm so glad to be part of this.
I am
It's a very exciting time.
It is.
Well, and again, I thank you for being here today too, because it's exciting for me to be here, but it's also exciting to see the new Novi Public Library building coming up piece by piece. And I think anybody going down 10 Mile Road can see construction trucks, they can see steel builders or steel rods, steel beams going up, and there's a lot happening. What is going on with the construction this summer?
Well, as you know, back in November we had our groundbreaking ceremony, so that really kicked off everything for the project. And since that time, we are now working with a construction firm called the Daily Company, and they are working with us. We really started the construction back in February, so the project is moving right along. And you're right, as people drive down 10 Mile, they are seeing steel beams. Pretty much the structure of the building has been put in place. All the steel at this point is pretty much completed. And what you'll see now through the summer is they'll be pouring the cement flooring. They'll be starting to bring in the details around the closure of the building, and then utilities are coming in, and they're putting in the utilities, the plumbing and things like that have to come in first. Elevator shafts, all those things that are the meat of the project before they begin all the details. But so there's a lot of activity that's going to happen that our community will see throughout the summer. It's very exciting, and you'll see so much happening this summer with the project. So we're very excited.
Oh, it is. It's just wonderful to see so much happening in Novi.
Yes.
Now, what is the expected opening date for the new building?
We anticipate a date based on the schedule that's in place right now of summer of 2010. So we're looking around June is what we've been told at this point.
Oh, that's wonderful. And everything's on schedule? Things are looking good.
At this point, everything is on schedule. I mean, we're early in the project, but I don't anticipate there to be any real problems as long as weather and Mother Nature keeps her promises and keeps the weather going well. We'll see a lot of projects and progress happening at the project itself on the site this year.
Wonderful. Now, at any time during the construction, will the library need to close?
We anticipate there will be a closing period. At this point, I can't give an estimated amount of time. We've allowed for about 6 weeks or so. I don't know if we'll need that long. And the purpose for that is we have to move ourselves physically out of the existing building and into the new building. We have a lot of new technologies that we're bringing to the new building, so there's a lot of training for the staff. So as much as I don't want us to be closed at all, there will be a period of time where we're going to have to get ourselves over to the new building and get us ready and prepared, and set up the last minute furniture and shelving and get our opening day collection. There's a new collection of books that will be coming as well to the new building. So yes, there will be a time frame that we're closed. I don't have dates at this point just because the project is so new and we've just gotten started, but that will be something definitely that we'll be sharing with the community as we get closer to the project coming to completion.
Now, Julie, how large will the new library be, and how is it going to compare to the current structure?
Well, we right now our building is 24,000 square feet, and we are doubling the size of the new building.
Wow!
Yes, so it's very exciting. What we hope is that with this 55,000 square feet is what it's going to be, and then there's a 2,000 square foot patio, so 57,000 square feet total. it's just, there's so many wonderful things that we're bringing to the new building, so I'm very excited about that.
Well, yeah, exactly. How are we going to use this additional space?
There are amazing highlights that we're bringing in. First of all, we have a teen social and study area, and with being on the campus that we're on with the high school, it's a wonderful opportunity to bring in an actual space for our teens into the building. We get a lot of use from the students, you know, from the fall through the springtime, and every day after school, when they let out at 2 o'clock, we are inundated with students, and so we saw this as an opportunity to really take advantage of having a space for them, and hopefully, you know, really encouraging them to come to the library and utilize all of our services, and then, you know, take part in programming. We're incorporating a full service cafe.
Wonderful.
Yes, so you know, people from the community, you know, if you come for a story time, a mom and a child, you know, you can grab a coffee, you can grab lunch actually, and being right on the civic campus, which we're on, you know, I'm encouraging our city employees to come over, people who are living, excuse me, in the neighborhoods to come over, grab some lunch possibly, or a smoothie or a coffee, and then enjoy the atmosphere of the new library. So that's going to be a nice feature. We're also including the outdoor patio, which I'd mentioned, and that will be used for a lot of wonderful programming opportunities, and just for people to come in and sit down and grab a book and sit outside during those days when we have great weather, which Michigan's known for some wonderful weather, you know, starting
especially
in the
during
spring.
the summer.
Absolutely, in the summer, and we'll be able to do some of our summer programming outside as well. So just another additional amount of space that we're bringing to the community to utilize. We are incorporating a friend's room, and I know many people already know that we have a book sale area in the library. We'll actually have a bookstore space, so it'll be dedicated to our friends of the Novi Library for selling their used books, which is a really nice opportunity for them and for us. We also have a large meeting room that we're incorporating, and that will be for 200 people. The room can be split in two, but it'll offer a crowd of 200 to gather in our building. We're adding a number of study and tutor spaces. I know you're working with us now in the existing building, and we have one tutor space right now.
Right.
And it is used from the moment school lets out until the late evening. And we're going from 1 to 9. So there's many opportunities now for tutors, and not just tutors, but, you know, students to come, and if they have to work in groups because they're working on a project, they'll have that space. They won't have to be out in just the middle of the library. You know, they'll be able to have a nice room where there's chalkboard and things if they're, you know, working out math problems. I see a lot of kids that will get together in a group setting, and they'll, you know, work out math problems and things like that. So those features are coming to the new building as well. And then also to add to that is a wonderful browsing area, which incorporates a fireplace. It's dual fireplace from both sides, so people can come again. Another area where people can come and read,
relax, and enjoy the library.
And enjoy it. And we really wanted this new building, not that our existing isn't, but we wanted this to be a destination place. So this is an opportunity for people to come, not just to come in, grab books and leave, although we know a lot of people do that because they're, you know, they have time issues, but we want them to come and enjoy the facility. And so we've built in all of these great amenities so that they will come and stay and you know, read and hang out with us. I mean, that's really
great.
The focus on the new building.
Well, you know, you even mentioned something, time-saving features. I understand that there's a number of time-saving features built into the design itself of the library. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, we've 3 actually I can tell you about. Currently, when you come to the new building, or when you come to the existing building, you have to get out of your car and drop off your materials into a drop box. We're incorporating a drive-through so that you can actually drive up and return your materials without getting out of the car.
Oh, that sounds nice.
It is very, and you think of weather, you know, when it's raining and stuff, how many people want to actually get out of their car, get wet, you know, and then have to drop off materials. This is much easier for them. We're incorporating also a drive-up window. So you can call ahead at the library, and let's say you have a book on hold that you're waiting to pick up. You can call ahead, let them know that you're going to come through the drive-through and pick up your materials.
Oh, how convenient.
Yes, another time-saving thing. You know, we think about people who might have difficulty getting in and out of their car, or perhaps a mom who has, you know, children, and maybe the children are sleeping, and this is just an opportunity for them to still make their library visit, but they're coming up to the drive-through window to pick up their materials. So Another time-saving thing. And then the last component that we've added are called after-hours lockers. And how those work, if you know that you're not going to make it to the library in time, you know it's going to be after hours, and you know you need those materials that you've been waiting for.
Yes, that happens.
Which happens all the time. You can call ahead, and you can let our librarians and our circulation clerks know that that you're going to be after hours. We'll take your materials that you're waiting for and put them in the locker. We'll check them out to you, put them in the locker, and give you a code. And then you can come after hours. We've got a vestibule that you'll be able to walk into, access the lockers, and then retrieve your materials.
What a great idea.
Yes. So even when the library's closed, we're going to find ways that really we're open to you, whether it's through our website or even now through the building.
Wonderful.